Jon Gruden. He loves football. In fact, JonGrudenLovesFootball.com for more information. The show airs on YouTube weekly, features several segments, including game previews, interviews with players, Drew Brees, Derek Carr, coaches, entertainers. Jon Gruden back on the program. Good morning, Jon. Give me the setup at your house watching football yesterday. What's it look like?
What do you say, Dan? It's good to see you. My setup, I really come down to my little FFCA, Fired Football Coaches Association headquarters here. It's about a mile from my house. And I have TVs everywhere, and I have 3 or 4 of my friends, and we're all kind of watching different games, trying to find out what's going on in pro football because it's very unpredictable.
Well, let me ask you about trends. It's a copycat league. We're seeing a lot of running. Now, is that going to be here for a while, or is it maybe just an aberration?
I don't know what is happening with pass protection, Dan, but I think that's one of the reasons why you're seeing so much running. You know, quarterbacks are under siege. You're seeing a lot of these run pass options where the quarterback is becoming a ball carrier. That's by design. A lot of the runs are scrambling by the quarterback, but I think a lot of these guys have shown their inactivity during the preseason. I think quality of play will pick up as we move on.
Well, we're seeing touchdown passes down dramatically.
Yeah.
This game is built on getting touchdown passes, scoring points here. And this is a trend, the last couple of years, the first 3-4 weeks of the season, touchdown passes have been down.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who is the best passing team in football. When I get the films and I start watching, I always start with the Detroit Lions because they're one of the few teams, I think, that uses the quarterback like we're accustomed to seeing the quarterback used. He audibles at the line of scrimmage. It's a pocket passing team. They throw the ball to all 5 eligible receivers, and they don't waste plays. They're not running and doing these run-pass options, and usually the quarterback gets protection. He can get through a progression and read a route out. But I do like watching the Lions, and after them, there's only a handful of other teams that really fire me up like they used to.
What do you see with Aaron Rodgers so far? Maybe the first 2 weeks and then this past performance.
I love it. He's one of the guys that really excites me. I thought what he did against New England on the short week was impressive. I thought his debut against the 49ers was very good. He didn't get very many at-bats because the Jets didn't have the ball much, but you still see the great accuracy. He dominates in the pre-snap with his hand signals. He fixes protections. He changed plays. He's still at the top of the food chain. He's one of the 3 or 4 best clearly in the league right now.
What would Mahomes have to do to supplant Tom Brady in your eyes?
Well, I guess you're saying win 7 Super Bowls. That's the qualification most people have, but I don't think if you had a lot of quarterback experts in the same room, I don't think anybody would tell you if Brady and Mahomes were there, you wouldn't go wrong taking either one. But some of the things that Mahomes does with the ball, it's incredible. You got to defend Andy Reid and all of their Andy Reid preparation. And when the play breaks down, Mahomes makes the play work anyhow. So this is a double-edged sword to deal with. He's the best in my opinion because of that.
We're talking to Jon Gruden and his new show, JonGrudenLovesFootball.com for more information. How frustrating is it? You're just watching with a bunch of guys in a room. You're not on the sidelines and you're not in the booth.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but I'm having a good time. Behind the scenes, we've had so many quarterbacks and players, college players, pro players, high school players. I've got a chance to visit the Chiefs in training camp, so I'm still real close to it. But I do miss the everyday competition and interaction with the team. But you just keep your fingers crossed. You hope you get one more chance.
Where does your lawsuit stand with the NFL?
Well, I don't know, and I'm not here to talk about my lawsuit. That's in other people's hands right now. I'm just trying to spread my love for football, Dan. And
yeah, but I want to know if you're going to get back into the game. I mean, this could help significantly, I would think, if you want to get back into college or you want to get back to the NFL. So you don't have to answer it. I have to ask the question. So if you choose not to answer, that's you. But I'm just trying to figure out where things stand and a timeline maybe for coaching again?
Well, it's in due process. It's not in my hands, so I can sit here and answer any questions. I don't have anything to answer. I don't know where it is. It's in a it's in the court's hands. So I'm here to just study football and tell you what I see. That's the best I can do right now.
Who do you think leaked that information?
I'm not going to get into all that. I really don't even want to talk about it. I have a great opportunity to do some of the things I want to do right now, and that's what I'm going to do.
Have you spoken to anybody recently about coaching in college?
I have. I've talked to a lot of people about coaching. I always have, and I always will, I assume. But um, I'm not going to start any rumors or anything like that here today.
But you want to get into the NIL and recruiting and all of that stuff? I mean, college is a
What's
whole lot
exciting
different.
about the state of college football? The thing that excites me is the change with the transfer portal and the NIL. It's astonishing how different the game is. And I've talked to a lot of college coaches that are friends of mine. It's a frustrating beast to deal with, and I am learning just like everybody else is. I'm adapting mentally to what the rules are. It's crazy. It's an unbelievable change in college football. I don't know if it's going to help the game or hurt the game, but it certainly is different.
So you're planning, you're prepping, you're learning to get that opportunity, it sounds like.
That's pretty much what I do. I just come in here and I mind my own business. I grind on my football. I collaborate with a lot of people about football, different levels of football. And if someone's looking for somebody to coach, I'll be in the bullpen. We'll see what happens. But I got a great YouTube channel we're very excited about. And I'm putting all my focus into that right now.
Well, you'd fill the void with Saban not there, Jim Harbaugh not there, get another big personality in there. But does it matter the size of the school if you're going to coach?
Nothing really matters. It's just the opportunity, I think, to get another chance to be on a team. That's appealing to me. But I'm on a team right now, and I want to reiterate that. I know there was an article written about me wanting to coach. I've always wanted to coach my whole life, and that's never going to change. But right now, this opportunity I have in front of me is very exciting.
You strike me as a guy who yells at the screens when you're watching football.
Sometimes I get excited, as you know, about little things, short yardage conversions. If I see a spider 2 Y banana, you'll really hear me yelling. But I do like seeing the young quarterbacks, the development of these young players. I'm anxious to see what happens with the Giants. Daniel Jones, who's a guy I really like, coming back off an injury. Cousins coming back off an injury. Aaron Rodgers is back. I'm really interested to see how these guys handle that. There's so many behind the scenes storylines that I look at that are probably unique to me. But you're right. I do get a little emotional at times.
But you love to break down the film of quarterbacks. What are you seeing with these, like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May? If there were stocks, which stock would you buy the most?
Well, I'd start with Nix, probably in Denver, just because I recognize the system. I know the coach. I know the scheme very well, so I can recognize what the developmental process is like. And they were just here in Tampa. I got to see him at close range. He's a lot bigger guy than I thought. He's very athletic. And I know what he's doing on a day-to-day basis behind the scenes. The other guys are talented, but they're under siege a little bit. They're getting hit a lot. They're in a more, I don't know, college operation style offense in Washington. So I see Daniels running around. He showcases great athleticism and toughness. But to answer your question, after 3 weeks, I think Bo Nix is moving forward a little bit quicker because of the protection that I saw against the Buccaneers, some of the concepts that they're doing. But it's still a lot to be decided. Caleb Williams has just been under siege too much to really get a true evaluation.
Did you have a policy on starting rookie quarterbacks or how much you would play them?
I never had a first-round draft choice. We only drafted a couple guys in the, I think, 15 years that I was a head coach. We were going to play the best guy. We didn't care who it was, especially at that position. But I haven't had a lot of history playing rookies at quarterback.
Well, it felt like everybody was saying it was the Panthers. They were the problem, not Bryce Young. And I kept saying he played 18 games and didn't look good. I can blame the organization, but Bryce Young deserves a lot of blame as well. Where do you stand on that whole process there to bring in Andy Dalton?
Well, the quarterback's job is to win games, move the ball, and put points on the board. And if you're not winning, you're not moving the ball, and you're not scoring, something's got to change. They changed head coaches, they changed coordinators. The next thing that's going to happen is they're going to change quarterbacks. And I think sitting down is going to be a very good thing for Bryce Young. Things are probably moving around real fast, a lot of pressure on him. And I think Andy Dalton's success will allow Andy to play for a few more weeks at least and give Bryce Young a chance to get a different perspective. And I do think when he does come back, he'll be better because of it.
How often do you wear your Super Bowl ring?
I haven't worn it in a little bit, but I have an event this weekend. My wife's a Fred Astaire ballroom dancer. So I'm going to go meet some of the dancers that are coming to Tampa, and I'm going to wear my ring and do a little dancing out there, try to impress somebody.
Wait, you're doing ballroom dancing?
Yeah, I had my hip replaced April 24th, so that's why I kind of started all these side interest things. But yes, as a Dayton Flyer like you are, Dan, I encourage you to get off your butt, get out there, do some ballroom dancing. It's a really good time.
I have done it, John. My wife and I did it many, many years ago. The Cajun two-step, ballroom dancing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I turned down Dancing with the Stars, just to let you know.
That's outstanding.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck in the pursuit of whatever you're looking for. Good luck with the YouTube channel. It's GrudenLovesFootball.com. That's the website. So he's breaking down things. He's had Drew Brees on. Derek Carr has been on. GrudenLovesFootball.com. Thank you, John.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Good luck. Thank you.
That's Jon Gruden, won a Super Bowl, head coach of the Buccaneers. Was a Saints consultant, I believe, in 2023, former ESPN analyst as well.